morning, I'm Maria Rodriguez and you're watching Oaks TV.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today is September 11th, Day 1, Block B. Now let's see our lunch menu. Today's lunch is popcorn chicken, mac and cheese, carrots, tomato, green beans, fruit, and milk. That sounds delicious. Now let's go to Jacqueline Orozco to see what the weather will be like for the rest of the day.
Good morning, Oaks TV. I'm Jacqueline Orozco with your Somerset weather. Today we will have a high of 90, low of 76 with a 20% chance of rain. The skies will be partly cloudy today. Now back to you, Mayrene.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Now let's go to Alex Singh with your school reminders.
Good morning, I'm Alex Singh with your school reminders. Friday is the last day to purchase your sweatshirts for $30. Next week, Thursday, is Rock Your School Day, and Friday is Pinwheels for Peace and movie night at 6:30 p.m. Today is the 18th anniversary of 9/11, a day America will never forget. Now here's a short clip.
A day of infamy and the trigger of a war which reshaped the world order.
This just in.
New York was waking when it was first attacked.
That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers.
The World Trade Center, the workplace for thousands of Americans and a symbol of U.S. economic might, purposefully struck by a hijacked passenger plane.
What happened?
Well, I was in the PATH train and there was a huge explosion sound. Everyone came out.
Minutes later, a second plane hit the South Tower.
It's got to be a terrorist attack. I can't tell you anything more than that. I saw the plane hit the building.
This is as close as we can get to the base of the World Trade Center. You can see the firemen assembled here, the police officers, FBI agents, and you can see the two towers. A huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way.
Another airliner struck the Pentagon while United 93 went down in Pennsylvania. It's believed passengers overpowered the hijackers.
I checked in with my children, and who are deeply stressed, as I think young people are across the United States. And so if you're a parent, you got a kid in some other part of the country, call them up.
Nearly 3,000 people were killed in the coordinated attacks.
September 11th, 2001. A day of grief. A day of courage. This is how that day unfolded.
My daughter called me. She said, a plane just flew into the World Trade Center. I said, nah, you gotta be kidding. It's gotta be a Piper Cub or some clown was flying down the river.
At 8:46 a.m., American Airlines Flight 11 from Boston, with 92 aboard, traveling at a speed of 470 miles per hour, strikes the North Tower of the World Trade Center complex. Within minutes, officials coordinate the citywide emergency response. Their base of operations is a state-of-the-art command center located on the 23rd floor of 7 World Trade Center. With one tower in flames, the tragedy is only beginning. It is 9:03 when United Airlines Flight 175, with 65 aboard, traveling at the speed of 590 miles per hour, smashes into the South Tower of the World Trade Center. This aircraft strikes the corner of the South Tower. It rips a diagonally shaped gash from the 84th to the 78th floors. The South Tower lasts only 56 minutes before it succumbs at 9:59 a.m. The dust cloud billows outward for blocks. Victims stagger away. At 10:28, the television mast atop the North Tower spears straight down.
Once the collapse started, there really wasn't any way to stop it. It was just going to go all the way down once it got started.
chaos in New York City. Power is down in Lower Manhattan. Phone lines jammed with more than 230 million calls. Hundreds of firefighters trapped in the towers. Hundreds more race to the scene. Falling debris from the collapse of the North and South Towers ignites fires in the neighboring buildings of the World Trade Center. World Trade 4, 5, and 6 are ablaze. World Trade 7, the building housing the city's command center, burns unchecked for 7 hours. At 5:20, it collapses. The city's emergency nerve center is destroyed.
Somewhere in that time, and it's very hard to keep track of time during this, they had been ordered to evacuate number 7 by the Port Authority. To this day, we don't know who gave that order, but whoever it was saved a lot of people's lives.
With New York a war zone, some residents walk across the Brooklyn Bridge to get out of the city. Others seek escape in vessels piloted by the Army Corps of Engineers. At 7:45 p.m., the New York Police Department says 78 officers are missing and estimates that 200 firefighters are dead. At 10:56 p.m., police officials say they believe there are victims alive in the rubble of the World Trade Center.
Working with urban search and rescue teams, there was a lot of areas to be searched underneath the debris field. There were voids that had to be searched for possible live people.
September 11th, 2001, the longest and most tragic day in New York's history, is drawing to a close.
Thank you, Alex. Now for your daily dose of inspiration, here's Pedro Salcedo with your quote of the day.
Good morning. I'm Pedro Salcedo with your quote of the day. Nothing is impossible unless you believe it's possible. Now back to my dinner.
Thank you, Pedro. That's all for the morning announcements. Have a great day, Dragons.
It was December 7th, 1941, actually the next day, that FDR said this is the day that shall live in infamy. We are living through another day of infamy for this country.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
I say to our enemies, we are coming. God may show you mercy, we will not.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. There's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the youth.
Rebuild the city of New York and the World Trade Center to be even greater and more wonderful and more beautiful than it was before.